body bags, where horror lies.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another week on the Body Bags. This week's theme is summer horror. Flick I picked is something I can't believe has not been chosen yet, and that is 1978 Piranha by Joe Dante, and of course produced by the great Roger Corman, released under Shout Factory's Roger Corman's Cult Classics label. The film spawned two remakes rather. One sequel, Piranha 2, done by James Cameron, a 95 remake, and a 2010 remake, which spawned another sequel off of that. So yeah, I think saying that, this is definitely a cult classic. The fact that it's been remade twice, and it definitely has a following and an audience there. 1978, so this was during the era of all these Jaws kind of rip-off cash-in movies. You had the alligator, you had tentacles, you had every creature from the deep attacking people during this era. I've not seen all those, but I've enjoyed what I've seen. And out of all the rip-off movies, I would consider this probably one of my favorites. Now, it does have some scenes that definitely are tongue-in-cheek homage, I believe, or satire, whatever you want to call it, a tribute to Jaws, because the film opens with two teenagers skinny dipping and a unknown creature pulling them under. Of course, they were taking this instead of a lake. They were taking this skinny dip in a lake, or so what they thought, but it was marked off by a military. This was actually owned by a military compound. So little do they know what kind of experiments are going on there. So the movie then cuts to she's an insurance investigator, I believe, and her name's Maggie. And she's going to hunt for these kids. So what does she do? She hires the town drunk to be the town guide. So that was a brilliant idea. But so it's kind of a funny misadventure with those two going on the search. And during this time, this is a hot tourist spot in a lake resort town. And so a lot of kids are coming there on their boats and just partying off in the lake. So meanwhile, these people are investigating, and they stroll across the military compound, which is housing all kinds of military-grade weapon piranha that have been genetically altered, I believe, or at least are trying to be trained to become killing machines. So of course, your piranhas are going to get loose from this compound. So you can imagine what ensues from there. It's definitely a fun time. Good cheese fest for sure. I mean, you got Corman, so I think you know what to expect. It's not gonna, it's not gonna be a high budget film, but not to say that it's not gonna be a quality film at all, because I believe Corman's the man, in my opinion. And this is one of those flicks. If somebody would ask for a few suggestions of a good cheesy fun flick, this is one of the flicks I would probably mention, and that is 1978's Piranha. If I had to give this overall review, I'd give it a high grade. I'd give it a 8.5 out of 10. To me, this is a cult classic, deserving of the title cult classic. It is. I think it seems to have a good beloved following between horror fans. I've not really heard many people say anything bad about this one, at least in the horror community. If you're like I said, if you're wanting a serious flick, a non-cheesy flick, I would probably just skip right past this one. But if you can have a good sense of humor, have a good fun time in your horror flicks, check out Piranha. So, and a great use of summertime, of course, because everybody, all the teenagers are whatever at this lake resort. So, great summer flick. Interested to see what everybody's going to pick out. You can go a lot of ways with this summer theme. I really enjoy this one. So, cheers, everybody. Appreciate y'all watching. Have a good